What's up, everyone? How's it going today? Wow, it's been probably a week or more since I've done a video. It's been a long time. I started a new job, so I've gotten lazy. What can I say? I'm not gonna lie about it. Um, this video, I'm going to do the 5 embarrassing moments tag video. A bunch of people are doing it, like Bossman1974 and other ones. Anybody can do it, so why not tell you some more embarrassing shit about myself, right? So let's jump into it. So the first question is, have you ever fallen down in public? Now, before I start the story, I told this same story and other stories in my horror confessions video. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's in my my history list of videos, or whatever you want to call it. So falling down in public. So there was this one time, me and a buddy of mine, and I think it was his wife that was with us. We were going downtown to a bar. Downtown San Antonio on a Friday night is like super packed. So people turning the corners and everything. There's just lines, as far as the eye can see. I mean, it's just packed downtown every Friday night. So we park close to the edge of the road. The bar's across the street. So not even like I opened the door, I'm getting out. I didn't even take one step. There was nothing there for me to trip on. And boom, I just hit the ground face first. And like I said in the previous video, I could hear myself hit the floor. So it sounded like a thud, like a sack of potatoes hitting the ground. Like if somebody just grabbed the bag and boom, just fucking spiked it on the ground. It sounded loud. So I roll over on my back, and my fucking friend is just laughing at me, and he's just going, and I'm laughing too, because I'm just one of those people, if something's fucked up happens to myself, unless I sever a fucking body part, I'm gonna be laughing about it, because it's just fucking funny what's just happened. So he's laughing and pointing, and I'm attempting to get up off the floor, and he goes, dude, you cracked the ground, because I'm a big dude, right? So I'm like over 300 pounds. So he goes, dude, you broke the fucking ground. And I'm still laughing, and I got up and I looked, and sure enough, when you go to a parking lot or a street with concrete on the concrete or pavement, there's cracks in the ground. Over time, cracks come into the ground. So sure enough, there were all these cracks that were going outward. So it looked like when I hit the ground, like I actually cracked the ground. And man, that was the funniest shit ever. Other times was the chair incident in Horror Confessions, when we're sitting there, me and my friend Sam shooting the shit, and I'm sitting in a brand new steel chair, the folding chairs that you can get at Walmart, and we're sitting there, we're bullshitting, and then fucking dog. We're sitting and talking whatever, and all of a sudden you just hear Klah! And we looked at each other, and I immediately just hit the ground. And I'm laying flat on my back. I get up and whatever, and this dude's laughing at me, right? I mean, he always tries to if he can make fun of me or anything, because I give him so much shit all the time, he will take full advantage. So he's there and he's laughing. He's all pointing at the chair, and I get up, and sure enough, the chair is fucked. I will try and put the picture of the chair here for those who haven't seen it, right here. And if I didn't, I'm sorry, go back to Horror Confessions, you'll see the picture of the chair. So if you see somebody fall from the top of a building or something, like in a movie, when they fall like in a silly way, they land on the ground like that with their legs sticking out to the side, like bent backwards like that. That's how the chair looked. I mean, that chair was fucked, and this was a metal steel chair. So that's another one. What else? I've gone fishing and getting into certain parts on rivers. The terrain is like very slanted down towards the river. We tried walking across it one time. That didn't happen for me, so I wiped out and rolled down the fucking hill. So there's another one. I mean, so many things have happened. I fall in random places all the time, and it's for no fucking reason at all. There was nothing on the ground. Maybe I just have poor balance, or I don't know. But it's always entertaining when I fall. So second one is, have you ever accidentally exposed a private body part? Um, I'm not one to go flash my shit to everybody, but so this is one party that we're at, and I was taking double shots of vodka. I was being fucking hard ass and shit. So about 8 shots, double shots in, I was starting to realize, maybe this wasn't the best idea. So the world starts turning, and on top of that, I'm drinking trash can punch with Everclear in it. Oh my god, it's like drinking gasoline and fruit punch. Anyways, the world's starting to spin. I'm starting to forget things, and this is like one of 2 times that I've gotten so drunk that I've blacked out. So apparently, I went out to the field because they have a shed out back, and everybody's going back there to take a piss, right? So I somehow made it out there, and I was out there pissing, but for some reason I couldn't get my pants back up. So I was gone for a good while. So my cousin and my brother came to check on me. They found me in my current state. So they helped me with my pants up, but nobody belted my belt, right? So they're helping me back, and whatever, my pants fucking fall, the goods are showing. So I guess that would be one. Not that many people saw. I think it was just them and maybe like another person or two, from what I understand. If this really happened during the party instead of what they've told me, then I guess I've shown more people that I'm a male stripper when I'm drunk. Anyways, so number 3, have you ever been embarrassed in front of a crush? If I have, it had to have been a falling down incident. I don't recall one off the top of my head, but if I was ever embarrassed in front of anybody that I liked, more than likely it was a spill that I took. So, yeah, that's probably what I'm going to go with. Number 4 is, have you ever gotten stage fright or had an embarrassing performance? I don't know. I remember there was this one time, and this is when I realized that I had, is it camera fright, or you get nervous in front of a camera. I mean, of course I don't now because I'm sitting in front of one, but when it first happened, it was like an uncontrollable. Anyways, I'll tell you the story. So, it was 4th or 5th grade, and we're doing this project about being a news reporter. So it was teams of 3, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, maybe 25 people. So that was a good chunk of us in there. So everybody was doing the news reports, and I had to present. So me, man, whatever, I'll do it. I'm not one to be in front of people, but whatever. So I'm sitting in front of the camera, and it looked like one of those professional news cameras, right? I don't know, maybe the thought of me knowing that it was a camera or something like that kind of like a professional one, maybe put the fear in me. But as soon as they said go, the red light turned on, I froze like that. I was just like, and instantly I could just feel myself just start sweating. And they're like, go, David, go. I'm not moving. And the girl next to me smacks the table. She goes, go, dude. And I snapped out of it, and I was like, yeah, so today we're doing a report on, and I point with my fucking, who the fuck points with their pinky, right? And I'm pointing, and I'm fucking shaking really bad, right? So I'm shaking and shaking, and I'm trying to point at the thing, and sweat is just coming down. Like, you can see the sweat beads coming down. And I kind of just stumbled through it and whatever, and you could hear everybody laughing in the back, but I'm just concentrated on the camera because it's in front of my face. So I would say that's an embarrassing performance. I'm not one to get up and perform in front of people. I don't do karaoke. If I have, maybe it was like 17 beers in and I don't remember. But yeah. So last one is, have you ever been drunk and you have an embarrassing story? Embarrassing story. I think that whole thing with my pants down would qualify, but so same party. Okay. Before I had came to the party, I don't know if y'all have ever had Hamburger Helper. So their favorite one to me is going to be the tuna cheese pasta. I don't know why I love it. I guess because I grew up on it. My mom made it all the time for me. I had some of that before I went over there. So one serving of cheese. Get to the party, the double shots of the vodka, all that shit happens. So they take me inside. They put me on my friend's bed, and she has it like in the middle hallway. So I passed out on the bed. So I remember waking up and I'm throwing up on the bed and throwing up over the side of the bed, and I'm pretty sure like I had never been in that state before, so I was scared. I vaguely remember myself like screaming like somebody help, you know, and the music's just so loud nobody could fucking hear you if you screamed at the top of your lungs, and the window is right out to the party, right? So I stuck my face through these things right here, and I have it pressed up against the window. I'm screaming help me, and nobody's looking at the window. It's hilarious. So you know, I'm crawling on the bed. I can't go anywhere to do anything, so I'm throwing up over the bed. And I distinctly remember, because I go to this room all the fucking time on a daily basis at that time, so I knew she had a trash can on the side of the bed. So I'm throwing up in the trash can, right? So I'm just going and going, and I forgot the other part. At some point between the bed and from outside, I stopped in the kitchen and ate an entire thing of nachos, because they had you know, your classic nachos with the nacho cheese on them, and they were having hot dogs and whatever for the party. So I ate like this big old fucking thing of nachos. I had nachos all over me. They had to clean me up and all kinds of shit. It was bad. It was bad. So I'm throwing up over the bed, right? Mind you, I already had the nachos and the tuna pasta from earlier. So I wake up in the morning, and she slept on the floor over there because I fucking overtook the bed, but she was just as wasted, so she didn't know about what was going on. And I wake up in the morning, I'm just trying to come to, and she's waking up, and she goes, "Oh my God." And I was like, "What?" She goes, "Look at the floor." The trash can was gone, okay? There was this huge fucking patty of cheese on the floor. It was just like this huge glob. I want to say maybe the size of a medium deep dish pizza. Like, it was a huge fucking glob, and it was just cheese and red from the trash can punch and all that. It was gross, and it started to harden because it was early in the night, and we're like midday next morning. So I was like, fuck. So, you know, I was like, if you want me to help you clean it, I'll help you. She's like, no, don't worry about it. Just go home. Like, just get the fuck out. So I got into my truck, and as I'm about to take off, I look in the mirror. All this cheese and dried red is across the side of my face, and I was like, what the fuck? And I get in closer, and it's all across my shoulder and the back. It's just everywhere. I was like, fuck. So I got in the truck, and I took off, and I went home. So I walked through an entire house of people, all of that shit, and I didn't realize that people were looking at me weird when I was walking out. I was saying bye to everybody, and I just had all that red and cheese all across the side of my body. So other than that, another drunken story, and I know there's some, I just can't remember. I remember stopping at 3 a.m, drunk, pissing on the highway underneath the bridge on the underpass, with my friends screaming, "Write my name on the wall," and people were driving by and, you know, honking at you because you're pissing at 2 a.m. under a fucking highway bridge. What else? I don't know. There's been other things. I just can't think of them at the moment. But that'll do it for the questions as far as the 5 embarrassing moments. So hopefully it entertained you and told you more embarrassing shit about myself. So I'm out. Catch y'all later. Peace. So real quick, I almost forgot. So anybody in this video can do this tag. But if I had to choose, I'm going to choose Al's Horror Shop and Worship the Pizzagram to do this top 5 embarrassing moments. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video you saw today, hit the thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to leave one down below. And if you like the channel and want to see more content, go ahead and subscribe for more.